Hello, and welcome to this space. I'm Erin, and today I would love for you to join me on a nature walk through the seasons. As we begin, I invite you to bring your awareness to your space. Notice where you are at this moment and see that you are safe. Then soften your gaze or close your eyes if that feels comfortable, and bring your attention to your body. Notice the places that are supported from the floor, chair, bed, wherever you are, and notice the rest of the body as well. Take a quick inventory of how you feel from the top of your head, moving down your face, neck, shoulders, arms, wrists, hands. Notice how your back feels, your heart space, your belly. Notice the hips, legs, knees, ankles, and feet. Now we will shift our awareness to our breath without changing it to start. Become aware of how your breath is moving through your body. Is it flowing smoothly or sticky in places? And where? Is your exhale as long as your inhale? Just noticing where you are beginning. And now we will bring the breath down to the belly, feeling it fill up on the inhale and sink back down on the exhale, expanding as we breathe in and relaxing as we breathe out. Just focusing on this moment, trying to see if we can smooth out the breath just a little. We will continue this belly breath through this meditation. If thoughts encroach during this time, as is natural, I invite you to simply take a deep breath and refocus on my words or your breath pattern. From here, we will begin our walk together. In your mind's eye, feel free to expand my descriptions, picturing yourself in a space that may be familiar to you, or a favorite spot you have been to, or even one you dream of exploring one day. Allow the mental images to shift softly, bringing you comfort and support as we engage the mind and the senses. As we move through the four traditional seasons, the cues will be structured based on a 5-4-3-2-1 mindfulness exercise that helps ground the body during anxiety, panic, and stress. But it also simply creates a richer experience for our visualization today. Here we find ourselves on a path in a beautiful natural space. I am already enveloped in this place where I see no buildings and hear no cars. Surrounded on all sides by trees and plants, with a perfect path clear ahead and behind me, so I will never be lost. I move forward into the peace of winter. I see the pure whiteness of snow all around, preserving animal tracks that crisscross the land. I see the hopping paths of squirrels the most. The bare branches of the trees in front of the smooth gray clouds covering the sky. The deep green of the pines and spruces with piles of snow still clinging to their boughs. A red cardinal alights on a branch for a moment, a bright spot of color in this landscape of stillness. The chill in the air burns my cheeks and scratches my lungs as I breathe deeply the cold, fresh air. I feel the crunch of snow under myself as I move along the path, creating my own tracks as the snow compresses down. I brush my fingertips along an evergreen branch, watching as the snow falls down gently, listening but not quite hearing it settle on the ground. My movements are the loudest thing in this resting nature space. The wind is gentle, but I can still hear it whistling through the trees. The bird song is more of a solo than a chorus, as so many are missing during winter. This deep in the forest, all I can smell is snow, and my favorite lip balm protecting me from the bite of the air. I bring the warm drink in my hands to my lips, savoring the rich taste of chocolate. As I turn the corner on the path, I see the harshness of winter is fading away, snow melting, revealing the dirt beneath. The earth is damp as if a rainstorm has just passed through, washing away one season to set the stage for spring to be revealed. As I continue on the path, I notice the grass returning to green, the early flowers popping up, the cheerful yellow dandelions, the tall bluebells, the gentle wild violets and shades of purple and white. The mud just off the path contains deer prints. The trees are budding out and blocking the blue of the sky. The variety of flowers and unfurling leaves brings a smile to my face, witnessing the diversity of the plant world that all contributes beauty to this space. I feel myself sinking ever so slightly into the earth as I move along, noticing a patch of moss just off to the side. Moving closer, I press my fingers into the vibrant green, feeling the unique texture and the springiness of it, giggling lightly to myself. I feel the freshness in the air, breathing it into my lungs, holding that energy inside myself for a moment, treasuring the awakening of the earth. The chill is gone, replaced by a growing warmth in the air as the breeze picks up speed, rustling the new plants on the ground and growing leaves on the trees. More birds have returned, the honk of geese flying overhead, a growing variety of songs in the trees. My next step squelches, sending that rich, earthy smell into the air, competing with the scent of water, still hidden from sight, but I must be getting closer. The fruity drink in my hand is sweet on my tongue, making me shiver in delight. Picking up my pace, I round the bend and feel thrust into the heart of summer. So many shades of green surround me, the grass, the trees, the ferns and plants. A riot of colors dot the space, oranges, yellows, purples, a few reds. The butterflies dance in the air between flowers, lending a magical quality to my walk. The sunlight shifts on the forest floor and sparkles at me from the creek I have finally found. The humidity is thick in my lungs as I breathe, the heat from the sun surrounding me, inviting a light sheen of sweat onto my skin. Reaching down, the water is slick and cold on my fingertips. The sounds of the creek wrap around me, filling my ears. The rush of the water, the babbles as it flows around the rocks and creek bed. I close my eyes for just a moment to reach further, finding the cacophony of birds crying to each other, and the sound of my own breath, its steady pace as it flows in and out with ease. The flowers near me look so tempting, I take a moment to discover their scent, continuing to breathe deeply, but now exploring one flower and then another. As I rise and continue on my way, a sip of my yellow tart lemonade brings me back to my body in this moment. Nearing the end of my walk, I feel the chill returning to the breeze, sharp enough for me to pause and take notice. The leaves surrounding me are beginning to change, shifting to a beautiful display of reds, yellows, oranges, and even brown. At times, the wind picks up suddenly, causing a sudden shower of leaves to fall and spin in the air before me. I smile as I watch the squirrels dart around on the ground and trees, gathering acorns and other bits of food to carry back to their nests. The grasses dry along the path, turning tan and brown. A sharp honk sounds over my head, and I watch a pair of ducks race away, their beaks faintly whistling as they fly. The returning chill in the breeze makes me shiver as the wind whips past my ears. As I crunch through the leaves littering the earth, I spot an acorn that hasn't been collected yet. Picking it up, I brush away the dirt, feeling the smoothness of the shell and the patterned roughness of the darker brown cap. I hear it drop back to the earth as I continue through the leaves, birds chirping as they pass by on their way to warmer climates. I smell the dryness in the air, the smell of fallen leaves, and the earth returning to a resting state. The almost finished spicy tea in my hands brings me back to this moment, reminds me it's time to venture home. As I continue making my way out along the path, I take a few more deep breaths, remembering my favorite moments of this walk, my favorite expression of the seasons. Spine my beginning point, I take my deepest breath yet, filling my lungs and belly with the energy of nature, of earth, before sighing out of the mouth. Wiggling fingers and toes, gently rotating wrists and ankles, I invite you to gently return movement to your body. Continue to breathe deeply as you slowly come back to a seated position. Gently blink your eyes open as you come back to your space. Thank you for taking this time out of your day to take a mindful walk with me and rest your body. I wish you the best.